Right, so this is a full tutorial on how to assemble this Splat jacket. Okay, so by now you probably have all your pattern pieces cut. So the first thing we're going to do is assemble all the pattern pieces together, ready to sew them. So we're going to start with the back panel. So the Splat is like 1 centimeter bigger than the hole that it's going in. So we're just going to do a ½ centimeter seam allowance whenever we're showing this. Another showing tip, clips are so much better. Pins, you don't have to prick yourself all the time. Right, now we can do the same things with these weed outs. Just make sure that the furs go in the right direction on these spots before you put them in as well. Now we can sew it. Okay, so it should look something like this. So I like to use cap brush just to get all of those edges all blended in with each other. Beaut. Okay, so then you're going to repeat the same step with putting these red bits into the holes in the arms. So that's then done. Also, you know the difference, the arms are exactly the same on both sides, so just make sure whatever one, the blood splat's always not going to be on the back. So that one's your left arm. Right, then now we're going to do the front panels and the pockets. So you're going to take your pocket right side up and then the pocket facing. The longest side is the side that's going to the pocket bag. So once you've done that, you can turn that over, clip them to the end, and then sew it up here. Done. Now do that another 4 times. Okay, so then these can go right side together. Yeah, so then we're just going to sew all the way around here. Brilliant, wee pocket bags now. So the pocket bag always has a top and a bottom, so take that top, put it at the top of there, very top of that split, and then we're going to pin it and sew it at the top and at the bottom, and I'm just going to do a little like stitch to just to tack it in. Okay, so because I've tacked those 2 in there, then what I can do is just pin the rest in. Great, stitch a whole way around. Give it a wee comb. Then do the other one. Okay, done. Now we do our inside welt pocket. Okay, so I've already put a bit of interfacing on where the pocket's going to be. And I'll be honest with you, if you just want to actually know how to do this properly, probably go and watch another tutorial, because I've done this a few times, but I'm not the expert at it. But we still get a job done, so I'll show you how I do it. Okay, so on the top of the pocket facing, I've drawn this 12 centimeter box with a line through it. It's 2 centimeters tall. Put that face to face there like that. And then this is the only time I use pins. Okay, so we're going to sew right along this line and this line. Now we're taking our scissors, you're just cutting that center line right up to those 2 triangles, and then out to the edge. So boop, 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 boop. Yeah, what we do, turn that inside out. Then we just press those seams open. I made 2 wee marks there for where we're folding this bit into. So you're basically just going down, holding it back. Okay, and then we're going to press this thing. And then do the same on the bottom one as well. So that should look something like this. Now I'm going to run a stitch down here, along or up there and down there. Okay, to be honest with you, my stitching could have been a bit better, but it's fine. Then we just bring that pocket bag up to the top there. Then we're going to sew the whole way around here. Then now is the stage to add on any labels if you want here. Boop. Okay, done. Now we're ready to start assembling it. So we're going to start sewing the fur layer now. So you're going to take your back panel and your front panels, and we're going to sew the shoulders in right along there. Okay, then that should look something like this. Now we're going to add our arms. So the front and the back arms on this one are identical, so you can just find your middle of this, and that can go up against the seam here. And you know that's the center. So just to make sure that they're always even, I always pin one end, the other end. This is why I like using these pins, because then you don't have to use notches, because the pins are your notches. So you just line them up like that. Do one in the middle here. Okay, I would sew it on there. Okay, so now it should look like this. So we're just going to sew up, take the end of that arm, line that up there. As long as you get the stitching in the middle right, and then the end of the arm, then the rest of this will just slide in. Then we do the same on this side. So yeah, we're going to do the same on this side, and then we're going to sew the whole way down there. Now we've got a jacket, so we're going to put a collar on then. So we're just going to take one of the collars and yeah, so our collar along there, we're just going to sew all the way. That is the outside there done. Now to do the lining. So we're taking the inside lining, the fur facing that we've got, line them up there. Boop. Then we're just going to pin along here, and we're going to sew it. Also remember on this one, your lining is just slightly shorter than the fur that's underneath it, because there's going to be more fur that goes along there. Yeah, let's sew these together. Okay, so now we can take our back panel, and so now we're doing exactly the same thing as we did with the front. So we're starting with the shoulders. Yep, so that should look like this. And then next we're going to put the arms on. Okay, and then, so next we're going to do those sleeves on that side, just lining them up, sewing it right along there. Okay, so we are nearly there. So we're going to put the inside collar on. Brilliant. Right along there. Oh yeah, don't forget to press your seams. Okay, so one last bit to do here, which is the bottom back strip here. Just make sure that fur is facing downway. Okay, so now we've got our inside and our outside. So lay them flat like that, and right sides facing each other. We're going to start by lining up the collar. Then we can just start working our way round from there. Just line them up, clip them in. Okay, so we are going to sew all that up. So we're just all down to the bottom. We're keeping the bottom open for the minute. Okay, so now it's time to do the sleeves. And I don't know whether this is the right way to do it, but this is how I do it. And it's worked every time. So basically turning the jacket inside out, put it on. Then I'm going to take my that wee thing there, and I'm going to find the seam of that one and the seam of that one and clip them together. Then do the same here. Then you can gently take this out. Now we know that that is the way it should be sewn together. So now we just need to take the clip out and then turn it the right way around like that, and then put it together. I hope you can see everything I'm doing here. From that, then we can go like this, put those bits together, and then just do the middle bit. Okay, let me show you again on this arm. So that is where we've clipped it together. So we're going to unpick that, and then just turn them round so that they're facing each other rather than back to back. And then just do the other side, and then just pin it all together. And then just sew it up. Okay, so now when we turn our arms inside out, then your arms are Grand. Turn it back inside out. Okay, the last bit didn't record, but basically what I've done is went right along the bottom, but we've just left a wee hole here so that we can turn it inside out. Where that collar is, and then it's these two seams we are going to stitch in. Yeah, it's just at the back, just where that shoulder bit is there. And then we're going to do one in the middle as well. Okay, and then just put little like stitches. You don't need to do it all the way along. Okay, now those are in. Then we can turn it inside out. You'd actually be quite surprised how small the hole you can fit an entire fur coat through. Yeah, just get my hand in there and get those wee corners out. Then comb out all your seams. Then our wee hole here, we're just going to hand stitch that closed. And then that is your jacket finished.